Lita, born Amy Christine Dumas on April 14, 1975, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is a retired professional wrestler and one of the most influential women in WWE history. From a young age, Lita was drawn to athletics, particularly gymnastics, which would later influence her in-ring style. She was also a fan of professional wrestling, and as a teenager, she began attending live shows, which inspired her to pursue a career in the industry. Before making her mark in WWE, Lita trained in Mexico under the guidance of wrestlers, such as the legendary Ricky Santana, who introduced her to Lucha Libre. She made her wrestling debut in 1999, initially working with various independent promotions before catching the attention of WWE. Her unique combination of high-flying wrestling techniques and charismatic personality set her apart from the other female performers in the business. Lita first appeared in WWE in 1999 as the manager of the high-flying tag team, the Hardy Boys, and soon became a fan favorite. Her athleticism, combined with her rebellious persona, resonated with the audience, and she quickly transitioned from a supporting role to an active wrestler. Lita's rivalry with Trish Stratus, one of WWE's other top female stars, became one of the most significant feuds in the women's division during the Attitude Era, and their matches, particularly at events like WrestleMania X7, showcased their skills and helped elevate the profile of women's wrestling in the company. In 2001, Lita reached the pinnacle of her career when she won the WWE Women's Championship for the first time. Her tenure as champion was marked by her daring and innovative in-ring style, which was ahead of its time, often blending aerial moves with hard-hitting strikes. Lita's influence was seen in her ability to break the mold of the traditional diva stereotype, showcasing a more athletic and competitive version of women in wrestling. Her success wasn't limited to her wrestling skills. Lita's personal life and relationships, particularly her on-screen romance with Edge and real-life relationship with Matt Hardy, became major storylines that captivated the audience. In fact, her involvement in the controversial storyline between Edge and Hardy sparked considerable media attention. While her personal life sometimes made headlines, Lita's professional achievements spoke volumes about her commitment to the business and her fans. After a series of injuries, including a knee injury that required surgery, Lita's in-ring career began to slow down. Despite this, she remained a popular figure, and in 2006, she made the decision to retire from active competition. Her farewell match, a loss to Mickie James at the Survivor Series event, marked the end of a groundbreaking era for women in WWE. Following her retirement, Lita made various return appearances, both in WWE and other wrestling promotions. She was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2014, an honor that celebrated her legacy as one of the trailblazing women who helped to elevate the division to new heights. Since her induction, Lita has occasionally appeared on WWE programming, mentoring younger talent and participating in special events. She also dabbled in other ventures, including acting, music, and charity work. Lita's impact on the wrestling world remains profound. She is remembered not only for her championship victories, but for her role in redefining the women's division in WWE. Her unique style and fearless attitude inspired a new generation of female wrestlers, and she remains a beloved figure in the WWE universe. After her retirement, Lita continued to stay active within the wrestling community, both as a fan and as a mentor. She made sporadic appearances on WWE television, including guest spots on shows such as WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown. Her association with the Hardy Boys also remained strong, often aligning with them for special tag team matches or moments of nostalgia for longtime fans. In addition to her sporadic appearances in WWE, Lita ventured into other areas of entertainment. She appeared on several reality shows and documentaries, showcasing her personality and passion for the wrestling business. Lita also worked on the commentary team for various WWE events, bringing her knowledge of the sport and its history into a new role. Her ability to connect with the audience remained a key factor in her popularity, even after stepping away from active competition. Lita also explored other passions outside of wrestling. She began focusing on her musical career, playing in the band The Lookagers, which blends punk rock and metal influences. Her musical endeavors allowed her to express herself creatively in a different medium, and she toured with the band, giving her a chance to connect with fans in new ways. Beyond entertainment, Lita was also involved in numerous charitable efforts. She has spoken about the importance of animal rights and has been involved in various causes, including working with the Best Friends Animal Society, an organization dedicated to animal rescue and welfare. Lita's passion for helping animals stemmed from her love of pets, and she used her platform to raise awareness about important social issues. Lita's legacy in WWE and professional wrestling continues to be felt through her influence on female wrestlers in the industry. Many current WWE superstars cite her as an inspiration, and her trailblazing efforts helped pave the way for the women's revolution in WWE, which saw women like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks rise to prominence. Lita's iconic matches and her role in the Attitude Era are often credited as a key influence in the rise of female wrestling as a main event draw in WWE. In recognition of her contributions to the business, Lita made history by being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2014. Her induction was a full-circle moment, as it solidified her status as one of the most important and influential women in the history of professional wrestling. Throughout her career, Lita was never just a wrestler. She was a trailblazer who changed the perception of what women could do in WWE. As of recent years, Lita has made periodic returns to WWE, including participating in special matches. These moments are often met with tremendous excitement from fans who still fondly remember her contributions to the sport. Despite her occasional in-ring appearances, Lita's legacy is not only measured by the matches she fought, but by the doors she opened for future generations of female wrestlers to follow in her footsteps. Her blend of athleticism, charisma, and individuality cemented her as a true icon in WWE. Though she has moved on from the ring, Lita's impact on professional wrestling remains indelible, and she continues to inspire not only aspiring wrestlers, but anyone with a passion for breaking barriers and forging their own path. Lita's influence extends far beyond her time in the ring, as her legacy continues to shape the wrestling world in many ways. Her contribution to the evolution of women's wrestling cannot be overstated. Before her era, female wrestlers were often relegated to short matches and gimmicky storylines. Lita, along with other trailblazers like Trish Stratus, helped transform the division into one where women were given the opportunity to showcase their skills in compelling, athletic matches that could captivate an audience just as much as the men. As the years have gone by, Lita has increasingly become a mentor to younger talents, both in WWE and beyond. She has worked with many female wrestlers, offering guidance on how to carve out a career in an industry that can be tough, especially for women. Her advice and experiences continue to be invaluable to those who follow in her footsteps. Lita's importance in the landscape of women's wrestling is also underscored by the numerous accolades and titles she has received, from her multiple WWE Women's Championship wins to her standing as a trailblazer in a still-evolving division. In addition to her contributions to wrestling, Lita's personal life continues to be a subject of interest to her fans. She has always been open about her experiences, which has only helped her connection with the audience grow stronger over time. From her experiences as a fan of wrestling to her struggles with injury and retirement, Lita's authenticity has allowed her to remain a relatable figure to the WWE universe. Her story reflects resilience and an unyielding passion for both wrestling and life beyond the ring. Throughout the years, Lita has also used her platform to encourage her fans to pursue their own dreams, regardless of the obstacles in their way. Whether it was through her advocacy for animal rights or her candidness about mental health, Lita has consistently used her fame to speak out on causes she believes in, showing that there is much more to her than just her wrestling persona. This multifaceted approach has only enhanced her reputation and made her an even more respected figure in the world of professional wrestling. Lita has also made a name for herself outside of WWE, making guest appearances in various other media and entertainment outlets. Whether it's acting in television shows, appearing on podcasts, or making surprise appearances at independent wrestling events, she continues to be an active part of the broader wrestling community. Her willingness to embrace new opportunities has kept her relevant and beloved by fans across different generations. In 2022, Lita made another memorable return to the WWE ring, competing in a highly anticipated match at the Royal Rumble event. Her involvement in this match proved that, even after many years of retirement, she still had the same energy and passion that made her a star. Her return was met with excitement and admiration, not just from fans who grew up watching her, but from newer fans who had heard of her legendary status and were eager to witness her still unmatched chemistry with the audience. Today, Lita remains an enduring symbol of empowerment for women in wrestling and beyond. She remains true to her rebellious, confident persona while continuing to show that her journey as a wrestler was just one chapter in a much bigger story. Whether mentoring young talent or standing as an inspiration for anyone aiming to break barriers, Lita's legacy will continue to shine for years to come. Her contributions to both wrestling and pop culture ensure that her place in history is cemented, and her status as an icon remains intact. As more female athletes and wrestlers take center stage in WWE and the broader wrestling world, Lita's pioneering spirit will continue to be a source of inspiration. She is not only a pioneer of women's wrestling, but also an enduring figure who continues to shape the way fans and future wrestlers view women's roles in the world of professional wrestling. Lita's journey in WWE stands as a testament to the power of perseverance, innovation, and breaking down barriers. As one of the most groundbreaking women in professional wrestling history, her legacy is not defined solely by the titles she won or the matches she competed in, but by the doors she helped open for the generations of female wrestlers who followed in her footsteps. Lita's unique combination of technical ability, high-flying moves, and edgy personas set her apart in an era where women were often marginalized in the wrestling world. Her dedication to her craft and her willingness to push boundaries on a consistent basis created a blueprint for how female athletes could showcase their talents in the ring. From her iconic battles with the likes of Trish Stratus, Jacqueline, and Mickie James, to her powerful moments alongside the Hardy Boys, Lita demonstrated that women in wrestling could have the same level of storytelling, athleticism, and spotlight as their male counterparts. As WWE entered the era known as the Women's Revolution, Lita's contributions remained clear, even though her in-ring days had passed. The focus shifted toward empowering women in the industry, and Lita's trailblazing efforts played a significant role in laying the groundwork for this transformation. Stars like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks often cite Lita as a key influence, and her revolutionary style is evident in the high-flying, hard-hitting matches seen today. Even in her post-wrestling career, Lita remains a vital part of the WWE universe. Whether it's through her brief in-ring comebacks, such as a Royal Rumble appearance or special storylines, or her role as a mentor and commentator, she continues to inspire and captivate audiences. Her return to WWE's Hall of Fame in 2014 was an emotional and well-deserved recognition of her groundbreaking career, ensuring her place in the annals of professional wrestling history. Beyond her time with WWE, Lita's voice and influence are still heard in various charitable endeavors, acting, and music. Her involvement with causes close to her heart, such as animal rights and mental health advocacy, shows the multifaceted nature of her career and life. Even after decades in the spotlight, Lita remains true to herself, offering fans a glimpse into the woman behind the iconic wrestling persona. In every aspect of her career, Lita has embodied resilience, independence, and empowerment. She wasn't just a woman in wrestling. She was one of the women who changed the course of the industry. Whether she was diving off a ladder in a TLC match or delivering a fierce promo, Lita's contributions and impact on the wrestling world continue to resonate, solidifying her place not just in WWE's history, but in the wider culture of sports entertainment.